Welcome to Lanyap, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Corey Crow, joined today by Matthew Scott. He's a board member in the marketing chair at the Strauss Theatre Center in Monroe. Matthew, thanks for being with us today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you today. And it's the holiday time. You've got a big event coming up.
Yeah.
And it's a little different because when you think Strauss Theatre, you think, plays and stuff like that. You're bringing in a big musical act for the holidays.
Yes, yeah. So we're going to try to have a bluesy Christmas at the Strauss. We're actually having Buffalo Nichols come in, and he's a blues musician from Houston, Texas. He is a really intricate guitar player, and he does like a lot of storytelling through songwriting and stuff.
Nichols has been featured a lot on NPR over the years.
Yes.
A lot on a program called World Cafe that NPR produces, and has even like there's a feature in Rolling Stone magazine about him.
Yes. He's a very well-known blues artist. He's even been on the Stephen Colbert Show, so he's well-known. It's very rare that we get an artist of this caliber in Monroe.
Well, I kind of like it too because it's the holidays and some people get a little stir crazy and they need to get out, and you've got an opportunity coming up this Friday night.
Yes, yeah. On the 20th, this Friday, doors open at 6. The concert starts at 7. I think this is a perfect time with all the family coming in and stuff to kick off your holiday season with just a fun little concert. You should come check it out.
All right, there's lots of different kinds of blues music. I like Texas blues. There's Piedmont blues, Memphis blues, Chicago blues, Delta blues. What's Buffalo Nichols do?
He's a Delta blues player with roots there. Again, he's just a really interesting guy. I mean, this concert's going to be very intimate too. It's going to be a great way to see him.
Tell me a little bit about why blues music here at the holidays.
I think there's a certain melancholy that comes along with the holidays, and I think everyone can just relate to that. And I think having a blues artist come into town and just give his all, I think it's a good thing to have,
He's on a pretty revered record label too. Fat Possum sends me all their releases, and that's the label with R.L. Burnside and Townes Van Zandt. I mean, you don't get any bigger names hardly than those guys.
I know, yeah. His record is very impressive.
Well, tell me a little bit about what we're going to hear. Is it blues music? Is there going to be some holiday music mixed in? Or is it going to play some of those adult blues Christmas songs? What are we going to hear? Because Christmas and the blues go a lot of different ways.
They can, yes, they can. We're going to hear mostly, I think his own personal writings, his own original music. He might throw in a Christmas song or two. I'm not too sure of what his set list looks like, but I think it's going to be an enjoyable concert.
Tell me a little bit about what else is going to be happening here really soon at the theater. You've got a lot coming up, don't you?
Yes, yeah. So after this, we are going to be doing our production of Wait Until Dark. It's going to be a thriller this January, starting January 9th. And it's a movie actually featuring Audrey Hepburn. She was one of the original people who did the movie. And we have just a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces that are going to be on the stage. Toby Otero's directing it. It's going to be a great show.
I used to work with Toby back in the day, and he's always writing stuff and directing. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's the time of year, too, as we get to the holidays, we start kind of looking at the next year. What's the next season looking like for Strauss? What's going to be finishing out the season and take us to summertime?
Yeah, so, after Wait Until Dark, we're going to have Streetcar, and then we're going to have Grease, which is going to be our final musical for the season. So, a lot to look forward to at the Strauss.
That's going to be a big show, too. Grease is a big production.
Yes. And Megan Wilkins is going to be directing that, and she always does a great job. So.
Tell me a little bit, Matthew, about how to get involved with Strauss Theatre Center. What do you guys need over there?
We definitely need, if anyone's interested in like tech, we need some lighting and sound people. We definitely always need actors and volunteers and stuff like that. But yeah, we're always looking for more help for sure.
We're talking with Matthew Scott. He is the marketing chair, a board member at the Strauss Theatre Center in Monroe, and talking a little bit about this big Buffalo Nichols show coming up Friday night. Matthew, what time do the doors open?
Doors open at 6. Concert starts at 7. Tickets are $35. And we hope to see you there.
And if somebody wanted to get tickets to the event, how do they do that?
You can go to strausstc.com and get your tickets online, or you can call our box office at 318-323-6681.
Now, Strauss Theatre Center has been going on like since World War II, right? I mean, it goes way back there.
Yeah.
It's an old place. Do you remember concerts like this? This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a newer thing that we're trying. We're trying to get more artists coming in, and it's going to help not only us as the arts, but it's going to help our whole community as a whole. So,
tickets on sale, and how much are tickets going for?
$35, $30 for members, but $35 for the public.
We're speaking with Matthew Scott, board member of the Strauss Theatre Center. Matthew, the show's going to be all about the blues. Tell me a little bit else about what are some of the exciting things that you're pumped up for in this upcoming year.
Oh, we have so much going on. We can't wait for just all of the amazing shows that we have planned. We haven't decided on our next season for this next, as we finish out this one, but we are really excited to show what we got, and we have a lot of amazing talent here at the Strauss. So, I mean, we can't wait to see what is in store. So,
Matthew Scott joining us today on Lagniappe. Again, we're talking about the Buffalo Nichols show coming up on Friday night in Monroe. Again, Matthew, how do folks get those tickets to the show?
Again, you can go to our website, strausstc.com, or you can call our box office at 318-323-6681.
To find out about this and other events, be sure and head to our website, KEDM.org, and be sure and like and subscribe to our events. You'll find our YouTube page, and also you'll find the Lagniappe podcast on all of the major podcasting platforms.